2024 NBA playoffs are starting, and the first series I'm going to talk about is the Suns Timberwolves. When it comes to the playoffs, I really don't trust Gobert nor Cat, and they both are on the same team, and this is going to hurt the Timberwolves a lot. Now, the regular season and the playoffs are obviously different, but the 3 times the Suns and Timberwolves played, Gobert was a non-factor. And in the last game when he was doing something, Nurkic was in foul trouble, and that's when he started to eat in the third quarter, but they still ended up losing anyway. So if Nurkic can stay out of foul trouble all series, it can match Gobert rebounding in size and take something away that they have. Obviously, Cat can't do nothing with Kevin Durant one-on-one, so the Timberwolves obviously going to react off that. And when the Timberwolves kept the Suns from shooting threes, they went to the free throw line. Anthony Edwards haven't scored over 20 points not one time against the Suns this year. And is going to have to pick it up this year against the Suns in the playoff setting. And Cat is going to have to take the mismatch against KD and bully his ass in the paint. The Timberwolves also turn the ball over a lot, and I think that's going to help the Suns get more possessions offensively. So with all that being said, the Suns got so much advantages to beat them, so I got the Suns like 5 or 6 games. The second most anticipated series is Dallas versus the Clippers. Each time the Clippers and the Mavericks played each other, it's been close, and this is probably going to be the hardest time to choose what team is going to win. But this time the Mavs do have Kyrie, and again, the Clippers are dealing with injuries from Kawhi again. So the Mavs might win this time. I probably got the Mavs, and I'm going to explain why. So the Mavs been 22-9 since February 8th, and the Clippers been 17-15 since then. And I believe that's going to carry into the playoffs. Now the Clippers do have better wing players with Kawhi, PG, and the rest of the guys off the bench and three-point shooting, but I don't think it's enough to outweigh Kyrie and Luke in the playoffs. And just like Golden State, I believe with the Clippers, it's time for them to wrap this era up and let the new guys do what they need to do in the playoffs. I got Dallas winning in about 6 games. The Lakers and the Nuggets are now facing each other again, this time in the first round. Now, the Lakers can take a game or two, but I probably got 1 game because Jeff Green and Bruce Brown is gone. The Lakers still don't have nobody to put on Jokic outside of AD, and Jokic is going to eat his ass up. And when Jokic is away from the basket, the lane is wide open for Aaron Gordon and everybody else. And for the most part, the Lakers haven't been able to guard the 3, and Denver been able to shoot 40% from the 3-point line every time they've been playing them. The Lakers don't force enough turnovers, so it's going to be even harder for them to take away something with Jokic. And on top of that, they still don't have anybody to guard Jamal Murray. Cam Reddish, he been in and out the lineup with injuries all year, and Vanderbilt haven't came back from his injury at all, so he's probably not even going to see the playoffs. But for the Lakers to have a chance offensively, they're going to have to hit their threes, and on top of that, get to the free throw line and get somebody in foul trouble. When it comes to the playoffs, D'Lo disappeared like a ghost. Gabe Vincent haven't been doing nothing for the Lakers this whole year, and Spencer Dinwiddie is really inefficient. So I don't know what you're going to expect from their guards outside of Austin Reeves. But hey, you got to figure something out. It's still Nuggets in 5, though. The Cavs and Magic series is probably going to be the best defensive series we see so far. Both teams are at least top 7 defensive rating. They both have all defensive players on their team. And the Cavs also have the advantage on the boards. When it comes to offense, the Cavs are slightly better. They are more efficient from everywhere, and they also hit more threes. Now, the Magic are very good at getting to the line, but with this being a very good defensive team, it's going to be harder to get to the line. And they also turn the ball over a lot, so that's going to be a big red flag for them when it comes playoff time. For the most part, I can trust Donovan Mitchell when it comes playoff time, and the Cavs are also better at shooting threes, so when it comes to the playoffs, I got the Cavs in 7. I don't know how serious Giannis' injury is. He is going to be out for the beginning of the series. I'm thinking that's probably like 1 game, 2 games max. But he has been coming back in the playoffs dealing with injuries, so I'm expecting him to still play good. Now, when Giannis is out, Dame be doing his thing, averaging 30 and 7 in the 8 games he has been out. So I trust him to at least win 1 out of the 2 games he probably is out. Now, the Pacers do have their number. They were doing their thing without Siakam before the trade deadline, but Bennington Mathurin, he is out. The Pacers do have a chance to upset the Bucks, but I feel like it's going to be the Kings-Warriors series all over again. The Kings and Pacers both top-heavy teams in offense and both have no defense. Now, even though they don't have the experience, it's still going to be hard to believe in the Pacers, even though they have their number. But the main reason I don't believe in the Pacers is because of their defense. They're good enough to beat the Bucks in the series, but their defense just won't hold up. This might be another series that goes 7 games, but obviously I got the Bucks in this series. The Thunder are the first seed, and they're playing either the Pelicans or the Kings. Now with the Pelicans, Zion hurt, B.I. been on the minutes restriction. If they pull it out, they ain't got enough offense to keep up with OKC. OKC is easily winning that. And if the Kings beat the Pelicans, the Kings ain't really got no defense to keep up with OKC in the series. They easily win that in like 5 or 6 games max. Same thing with Boston. They play in the AC. It hurt Miami or the Bulls. That's an easy 4 or 5 games. Nothing to talk about there. Now the last series I want to talk about is New York versus Philly. I feel like New York got a better chance because OG Anunoby, he's finally back. The Knicks defense is even better with him back. They was good before they got him back. And then on top of that, Brunson is a playoff riser. Now, I do think it'll be harder to not have a second option, but that second option in Randle, he's a playoff dropper. So I think it'll help them a little bit more. And then with Joel Embiid, we seen how he can do in the playoffs, especially against a good defense, and I just don't trust him. So I got New York winning the series. I don't know how many games, but New York is for sure winning. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get this channel to 100 subscribers. I'll see y'all later.